Alright, in this clip we're going to talk about how to get an actual acting job. Now there's a couple ways you can get an acting job. I mean, one, if you have an agent, your agent's already submitting you for different auditions, so you can try and get an acting job that way. But say your agent's kind of lazy sitting down and you need to go out and explore your own self to find out how to get acting jobs yourself. Now, easiest way, Craigslist. You go to Craigslist.org, you select on the city you live in, hopefully it's Los Angeles if you're actually serious, or New York, but then you click on talent gigs, and then you will find all sorts of different gigs, people that are auditioning for non-union, some usually not union, but always non-union gigs that you can always email them your picture, your resume, and then they'll get back to you and you can get an acting job just like that. Now, there are other more reputable sources of getting an acting job. There are many casting sources out there as far as like Backstage. If you have ever heard of Backstage, this is what you need. You go to the back of this magazine here, well, it's actually a newspaper, and they have casting notices. They have pages of casting notices. Union, non-union, male, female, old, young, skinny, fat, whatever they're looking for, it's right there. They have all the information you need as far as like who to get in contact with so you can get an acting job and hopefully get an audition, and then it's all up to you on how you're going to get that part. Now, once you find an audition or a part that you want to audition for, to get that job, you're going to want to make sure that you fit that job somewhat closely, because if you're a fat person and you're applying for a basketball player, you're obviously not going to get that job. I mean, I hate to face it, folks. I mean, if you're sitting down eating Twinkies all day, maybe you should apply for a fat person role. That's just how it goes. But you got to make sure that you somewhat fit that part, and when you audition, make sure you audition with a monologue that kind of fits the type of scene that you'd be applying for. Like basically, if you have a gig if you're auditioning for a gig that is for, a psychopathic murderer, don't sit there and bring a Romeo and Juliet monologue, unless it's, that's just stupid. So, something like that, and that's how you can get an acting job successfully.